Hello everyone, my name is Andy and this is a relatively quick gear demo in part because I already pretty much unboxed this. This is the new Tilt Overdrive from REVV Amplification in association with Mr. Shawn Tubbs. And the one that I got, or the ones, there may or may not be two sitting here, don't ask me why, was hand signed too, which is pretty darn cool. So, this is a collaboration with Rev and Shawn. What else we got in this here box? So I don't have to put down the camera. Rev sticker. Well, they have 20% off codes for their merch. Sorry, here we go. Feet for the pedal, if you want them. A Shawn Tubbs pick with the Tilt Overdrive on it. That's cool. The Rev sticker once again. And it does come in this nice drawstring bag, as well as give you kind of a, well, obviously it's a manual, but I believe there's kind of a place to start and a place to go from there. So it's two separate pedals. It's an overdrive pedal that was fine-tuned between Dan Trudeau, who is the lead designer at Rev, and Shawn Tubbs, who said, "Here's the sound in my head. Let's put it in a pedal," and that's what they did here. So it's an I think he calls it a medium gain overdrive and an independent boost that each have some unique characteristics. The most unique thing probably being the boost side with this tilt EQ. I think he calls somewhere around here kind of a sort of unity as far as boosting. But then from there, what is it? As you tilt the EQ, you're going to get, what does he call it? Is it a high pass filter? Low pass filter? More bass, less high on this side. Or more bass, less treble on this side. And then the treble is going to go up and the bass is going to be more subtle or eliminated on this side. You can further shape that EQ by messing with this. So normal bass response in the middle, about half the bass up, and a whole bunch, if not, I don't think it's all of it, but a whole bunch of it taken out in the downward position. So we're going to plug this in and check it out. I am actually really amazed with the form factor. It looked a lot bigger, even in somebody's hand. It just looked bigger than it is. But this is a really, really nice form factor. It's probably only about 3.5. It's probably at least 4 inches deep or whatever. But this is killer. So on the bag, it is actually like etched in the front of the pedal. But I ordered, I think, direct from Shawn's Shopify. There might still be a few left. There were 200 that were also hand signed. Fortunately, I'm really happy they did it towards the middle so I can still Velcro in the corners here, because my plan is to put this on my board. So we're going to plug it in and see how it sounds. Okay, so we are hanging out on my Rev 212 cab with the Generator 120 on top of it. We can show you there, 120, hooray! We are just on the clean channel, which you see there on the left. All EQs at noon with level a little bit up, but of course the master is not very high, doesn't matter. We are in the humbucker of my HSS Nick Johnston traditional Strat thingy, or S-style guitar, and we have a Boss DM2W delay in the loop. And I'm just going to leave all EQs at noon to start. Again, there was a manual. I don't know why we would follow it, so let's just see what happens. So right away, definitely want a little more treble, maybe a little less bass. Interesting. On camera I don't really prepare, and I'm just an okay player. You can see me in the reflection there. I'm just trying stuff, and this, like other demos on my channel, I'm just trying this for the first time, so this is the first time I'm turning it on. Give her a little more. Still in the neck pickup, neck single coil now. Back to the humbucker. Okay, not quite enough gain to do that. Let's just max that gain and see what happens. Get some pinches out of there. That sounds mighty nice. Back to the neck pickup there. Nasty. So let's dial that back a little bit. Bring this bass back up a little bit. And let's see what this boost can do. You can do these individually. And you can, if you hold for 1.5 seconds, you can turn both on together, which is cool. So you gotta get your timing down a little bit, but cool that they can be turned on together. Otherwise, if your foot's wide enough, oh, maybe not. Looks like you can't necessarily, oh, switch them on and off together. That was awkward. All right. So back to clean just in the humbucker. Man, we're already going to bring that bass down a little bit. So I think he said it's 12 dBs, 12 decibels of clean boost. Again, the tilt EQ gives more bass and less treble toward the farther you go right, and much more treble and less bass as you go left. And we are in, and again, you can further mess with the EQ and the bass cut to play with like the tightness of the low end, with having half the bass, or full technically means cutting out as much as humanly possible. So you can even go back to kind of that mode that he seems to like. And you may not be able to hear it on my phone here. Back to full bass. And it is relatively subtle. But you can, it's more of a, what they call it, more of a feel thing than a hear thing. I mean, especially because it's low end. We're going to bring that back. We're going to go back to the overdrive for a second. Just bringing the master of my amp down just a smidge here. I want more. Now, once again, this is completely clean. I cannot remember who it was. Was it Leon Todd's demo? I think he went, and I'm sure there's a couple others, but they went kind of all out and, you know, basically said, let's see how gainy we can make this thing. And there, holy crap, there's plenty of power there. I'm going to once again back off the bass a little bit. to try something. Hey, that does work. I think I asked that on a live stream once if the gate in the amp could actually affect the noise up front, and it looks like it can. What a lot of folks will do is they'll actually still stick like a REVV G8 or another type of gate in front of the pedals, rather behind the drive pedals in front of the amp. But oh, obviously with single coils, that's going to change things too. Huh, that's pretty cool though. Anyway, so I sort of relearned something about my generator here. Nasty. So just the drive. Gosh, that sounds sick. Even without a ton of boost, it's that character that's holy crap. Yeah, even with that off, or rather full kind of bass cut, you can really feel that low end difference. Cool. Put the bass back in. That is so cool. I was just going to try one more thing. If you're still watching, I appreciate it. I've been there's been no upload schedule, but I appreciate you hanging out either way. So now we're in, let's go back to bridge pickup. This is just the Rev Green channel with the EQ. You can see there, no drive modes, no bright switch or anything like that. Oh, wow. So, I mean, if nothing else, this is really just changing the character of the amp. Without adding a ton of gain, because my gain is pretty low right now on this channel. Oh yeah, even there, plenty. Oh, flip, that sounds so good. Oh my gosh, that's too bright. And while it cuts bass, I think it does accentuate the treble a little bit. This does too, I think. Otherwise, it's primarily going to be that EQ now. That is awesome. think it was Henning Polly's review. He did, he's got a million amps plugged in on a wall, and this is a fair amount of what he did. He just boosted the already dirty amp, and holy crap! Just again that little sizzle is pretty sweet. I think it might have been Leon Todd that otherwise said he was like, I just want this boost, like this half of the pedal as a singular pedal. That'd be neat too. Okay, I'm in love with even just that. Jeez. And I mean, hopefully that's not completely destroying your ears, but... Well, thanks for hanging out. This has been the new Shawn Tubbs signature Rev. What is it? It's the Tilt Overdrive by Rev. It's the sound in Shawn Tubbs' head. Do I sound anything like him? No, but that's okay, because the pedal wasn't designed, like while it was Shawn's design, it definitely seems to be able to kind of accentuate and take on characters of other players that I've heard. Me, I'm still trying to find my sound in general. And, I asked Sammy before this came out. He obviously didn't reveal what it was, but I said, okay, I've got a Generator 120. I've got a lot of Rev's signature sounds. Might whatever this is still be of interest? And he said, yeah, it's nothing like we've ever done before. And Dan Trudeau said the same thing. He said, this is a completely different undertaking. His sound is the purple channel. That was always the sound in his head. This is a completely, different ball game from what he's, typically used to wanting to work on or designing. Like, he's designed the G2 as well, which is based on the green channel, which is lower gain, but this is completely different. And from the ground up, Shawn said that this is reminiscent of a lot of old, it's kind of a culmination of a lot of old single channel amps that he really likes. So, well done to both Rev and Shawn for putting this together. This is absolutely cool, and I'm going to find a space for it on my board to try to experiment, because I've been wanting to do more low gain stuff, varieties of stuff. So anyway, if you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe if you want. Fabulous. Have a great day. Bye-bye.